Because unfortunately in this world, people who aren't happy with themselves tend to put out negative energy into the world, wanting to bring everybody down with them. So it's real important, as it said in the Bible. Jesus went to the Garden of Gethsemane to meditate. And we all have that within our heart space. And if we open our day every day, like this morning, with good friends, loving people, we have a chance to make our world just perfect. And when your world's perfect and my world's perfect, what's going on out there in the universe doesn't have any effect on us. But what it does have is when we're comfortable with ourselves and in gratitude for ourselves, we make our world a better place. And we don't have to do anything with it. We don't have to preach. We don't have to get into politics. We just hold that space where each one of us is kind and loving. And the most important thing is we look around the sanctuary. It's all the people that visit us here. And a long time ago, I wish I knew who to quote this on. I heard a gentleman talk at a seminar. And he finished his talk with, if no one has told you today, I love you, not because of all the things we associate with love, but I love you because of the way I feel about myself this morning when I'm in your presence. Thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you for celebrating with us. And please come back very often. The doors are always open. There's always warm and loving people here today. And with great gratitude, we say thank you. And so it is.
Thank you, Dave. That was beautiful. Now, are you guys ready to stand and sing this morning? We're having video problems. We're just gonna let Don lead us? It's 100 Ways, right? So some people might know the song.
There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. Again, there are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. At least 100 ways for me to receive, I embrace my good. I embrace my good, and I do believe, there are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. At least 100 ways for me to believe, and countless blessings that I now receive, There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. My good is coming to me. My good is coming to me.
And thank you, Don, for leading us. You did a great job. Well, there's no point in me standing here and saying we're going to read the mission statement together, but today's the day where you can all sit down, thank you. Today's the day where we give out the prize for those who can remember the mission statement without reading it. Remember, I told you the other day, you got to remember it, but how many of us do, right? Well, I have the cheat sheet. Can anybody say it with me? Empowering spiritual growth in an evolving world. We even made it so short that we should all memorize it by now. Good job, everybody. Well, welcome to Unity of East Louisville, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. And if you're new today or you're visiting today, we welcome you and hope you got a welcome packet if you would like one. And we hope you come back again and see us soon. And if you're home watching us online, we welcome you as well and hope you come in person again soon. So thanks for you to be here. And thanks to everybody back there working on all the technical issues, man. It takes a lot. It takes a whole community of unity to do the sound and the tech, and you see in the hard work that's going on right now with all our smart people trying to work on it. Hopefully they'll get that fixed so we can see everything on the screen later. Thanks to our ushers and greeters who are greeting you with a smile today and any information you might need. And thanks so much to Don Watson, who's here so faithfully. Thank you, Don, leading us even without words. We love our Don. And then we have them Callaways are back. So good to see them again. Thank you for being here. And we have our special guest speaker, Kimberly May. And I hope this is the right, and Kimberly May's fan club is here too. The Power of Unity, Transforming Lives and Communities. I hope that's the right title, and if it's not, you can tell us what the right title is later. Thank you so much for being here. Today is Hope and Compassion Collection Day. The basket is in front, and we collect for our 3 charities, which are Eastern Area Community Ministries, which houses the food bank locally, then Maryhurst, which is a girls' home locally also, and then Numinous, which was the one that helped us with our meditation study a couple of years ago. So we collect for all 3 of those charities, as well as our own in-home funds that we set aside for anybody in the community who might be in need of assistance. So that's where all your money will go. And when we do the collection, the regular collection, we wait until the baskets are passed around, and then we come forward and put our gifts in this basket. And if you write a check, please write Hope and Compassion on the check so that it will be designated that way. And if you haven't already done so, please do turn off your cell phones. And I have a couple of quick dad jokes for you that have been given to me by congregants. What kind of medical condition causes wrinkled clothes that we all had this morning? It's an iron deficiency, so love that one. And another one that a congregant gave me, a jumper cable walks into a bar. Why is it always a bar? I don't know. The bartender says, I'll serve you, but don't start anything, okay? All right. We're going to greet each other in love and joy, but remember, you don't have to get up or shake hands or anything. If you prefer to stay in your seat, please do so. Thank you. Yes, they are going the way we think they're going. giving the technical people a couple of extra minutes to try and fix the screen. But in the meantime, we're going to stand and sing This Big Light of Mine.
And I can prompt you on these lyrics too. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When in doubt and darkness, I'm gonna let it shine. When in doubt and darkness, I'm gonna let it shine. When in doubt and darkness, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When I greet my brothers, I'm gonna let it shine. When I greet my brothers, I'm gonna let it shine. When I greet my brothers, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When I greet my sisters, I'm gonna let it shine. When I greet my sisters, I'm gonna let it shine. When I greet my sisters, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When I need an answer, I'm gonna let it shine. When I need an answer, I'm gonna let it shine. When I need an answer, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. In all my daily living, I'm gonna let it shine. In all my daily living, I'm gonna let it shine. In all my daily living, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Good morning. The word today is blessed. I am blessed with peace, calm, and the love of God. Today, if someone asks me how I am, I will smile and respond, I am blessed. This simple declaration will set the tone for the day, encouraging me to notice blessings, large and small, especially the little things I may take for granted. I will also be mindful that God is the source of my blessings. I find my greatest blessing is in grounding myself in God's grace. It brings me peace, calms my fears, and is a bright, guiding light in dark and difficult times. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus described the blessings of life, remaining those gathered, that the truest wealth is not measured by money and power. I take those words to heart and feel deeply grateful. I am spiritually blessed, enriched by God's unwavering love. The scripture today is from Matthew 5, verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. I am blessed with peace, calm, and the love of God.
Our Creator, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our words are prayers, and we are always praying. Our words are prayers. Be careful what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our lives are prayers, and we are always praying. Our lives are prayers. Be careful what you're doing. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
So, you would like to close your outer eyes if you're comfortable with that. If not, then just relax into your seat. Find that comfortable spot. And just imagine for now that you can release or just let go. Just letting go of the day, the morning, whatever you had to do to get here. Let your body just sink into the seat. Imagine your feet on the ground with roots under them. Feeling grounded and safe and secure in this place. Imagining that the divine is lifting up into every cell of your body. Relax into this moment, to the peace in the calm. It's always there inside. And just bring your breath gently to your heart space. Imagine like a breeze or a wave that the breath flows naturally through the center of your body to that widest divine place in you that holds all the answers you seek. It's just right there. Relaxing a little more into that place. Trusting the divinity in you who's rising up. See it as a light. See it as love. And see that love in you radiates out. You may even think of someone you'd like to send that love and light to. And now imagine you can send it to the whole community. And take it as far as you can. Maybe out to the entire universe. For you are love. This universal love is everywhere. As we go into this moment of silence, let yourself deepen your breath, relaxing even further, and letting go.
It's so good to be back here today, and we hope you all enjoy the music. I had a conversation with Kim yesterday. I saw that she was going to be the speaker, and I had a couple of questions about the two songs we're about to do, and we decided that Spirit was working in a very divine way. And we have recently discovered a songwriter that really resonated with us, and she writes their anthems for today's world and all that's going on in the world. So her name is Carcy Blanton, and this first song that we're going to do is called Little Flame.
Little Flame by Carson Blanton. A cotton field, a silver mine, Johannesburg to Palestine, broken treaties, dreams deprived, we kept the little flame alive. Bobby Seals to Bobby Sands, a picket held in frozen hands. Prison cells and freedom rides to keep the little flame alive. 100 years,
100 years,
100 more.
100 more.
We throw our weight
We throw our weight
against the door,
against the door.
and even if
Even if
we don't survive,
we don't survive,
we keep the little flame alive.
keep the little flame alive.
Ford the river, cross the sea, slaves and pilgrims, refugees, strap the child to your side and keep the little flame alive. Hope Rivera, Connolly, we hid them in the scullery. Secrets whispered by the wives kept the little flame alive. 100
Sing it with
years,
us. 100 years,
100 more.
100 more.
We throw our weight
We throw our weight
against the door,
against the door.
and even
if
we don't survive,
we don't survive,
we keep the little flame alive. Faye Dolores, Bernadine, table grapes and gasoline, homemade rifles, kitchen knives, kept the little flame alive. Warsaw, Tulsa, Wounded Knee, they buried us, but we were seeds, singing from the grave we rise to keep the little flame alive. 100 years,
100 years,
100 more.
100 more.
We throw our weight
We throw our weight
against the door,
against the door.
and even
if
we don't survive,
we don't survive,
we keep the little flame alive. Remember when they shot Joe Hill? He spoke his last and final will. Good luck to all of you, don't cry, but keep the little flame alive. 100 years, 100 more.
100 more.
We throw our weight
We throw our weight
against the door,
against the door.
and even if we don't survive,
we don't survive,
we keep the little flame alive. Keep the little flame alive. Keep the little flame alive. Keep the little flame alive.
Well, good morning and welcome to Unities. We're thrilled that you're here. It's wonderful to look out and see so many friends and family, and we're all friends and family, right? this opportunity. I say thank you in advance to get to share my heart with you today. And I'm going to start with a story. I was preparing for this talk, and my husband and I started this winter watching the Waltons for solace and just comfort. And as fate would have it, and if you don't know the Waltons, it took place during the Depression, a family in Virginia who pulls together to try to make life work. And lots of lessons, and it's very comforting. So guess what? John Boy is asked by the minister, because he's marrying the local school teacher, to do the sermon. So, he's like, he doesn't want to do it. He's very reluctant. And the school teacher who the minister is marrying asked the mother to be the teacher for the kids. Well, they're both very reluctant, but it's the only way they're going to get a honeymoon, right? So John Boy starts reading the Bible, and he's going to read the whole Bible, right, in a week, to get ready. And anyway, his grandmother says, well, how are you doing with the sermon? He says, well, I'm somewhere between the devil and the Red Sea. And she's like, well, you're going to have to give them there's talk about the sins, and she's pounding her fist and everything, and he's looking at her like, nah, I don't really want to do that. And then Grandpa, he's a hoot and a half anyway, so he's like singing hymns and trying to make light and help him. And so John Boy's in college, so he goes, like me, someone who likes books, he gets all these theology books, and he's going to read all the books and get all the answers, right? And his dad comes in his room that evening, and he says, John, you're a writer, you're a thinker. Why are you trying to get all the answers in these books? And he's like, well, this is what I'm doing. And he says, put the books away, listen to yourself, write your thoughts down. So everybody in the family has their take on, how he should handle this. So it's a really hot day, and the father, John, says, let's go have a picnic on the top of Walton's Mountain. And they go up, and it's beautiful breeze, and having their picnic, and he starts to see, John Boy, a different view, a different perspective on things from being on top of the mountain and starting to get a different view on possibly how he could approach this sermon he's going to do. So he ends up giving this beautiful sermon on how God is in all things. It's in all of us, it's in everything, and it's everywhere. And so today, wherever you find what you call God, the divine, or there's many words for it, infinite mind, the creator, whatever you call it, and however you find it. So maybe you find that solace in nature, or in art, or in music. We are here to create with the co-creator. So that really helped me in preparing. And the thing that John Boy finally came away with is it's really hard to become a minister in 1 week. So I can relate to that. So I put aside all the books and all the things, and I always over-prepare. And I always have more than I can actually deliver in a talk. But it's because I want to give you, everything I possibly can from my heart that I think may help you. So I'm talking today, actually the slides that we have, maybe we have them, I don't know. Yeah, okay. On transforming, hey look, there it is, the slides are working, this is exciting. Using the Fillmore's teachings to transform your health and your life. So I'm going to share that. I'm going to share a little of my healing journey, the Fillmore's principles, how you can heal your life, and just talk really about how to use those principles on a daily basis, how this can help you. But I'm going to start with how it helped me. So the very first time I attended Unity Church was in August of '91. I was 27 years old, and I had been invited by my sister Suzanne, who's here, and she was ecstatic. She had found in the back of a Shakti Gawain book resources that, spiritual resources, and it mentioned Unity Church. So we attended the Unity on Brook Street, and we were ecstatic. We had found our church home. We were so happy. And that Sunday we left church. I left, went home to get my husband, and we were involved in a very serious car accident. And I'm going to share a little of that, but just know it has a happy ending, and I'm still here, and it's all good. So, as fate would have it, we're driving on a beautiful, sunny Sunday day, and we're going to meet my sister and her husband, who are also here today. And of no fault of theirs, it's just my husband and I are chatting, and I said, hey, is that our turn? And we go to turn left, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a red, shiny Corvette coming, and it's heading right to my door. So we had a collision, rolled down into a ravine. Right before that happened, I said, God, help me now. And what it felt like was that God picked me up and lifted me up in his hands. I felt total love, bliss, divine, happy, at one with everything and everybody. And I wanted to keep going in that direction. I wanted to keep with that because it was amazing. At some point, I hear, it is not your time. So I remember hovering over the car, which is now, it's down in this ravine. They're using the jaws of life to get me out, and they can't get me out. So I'm watching that, and I'm thinking, maybe it's not a good time to go back in there. I don't know. Doesn't look good. Richard's knocked out. The door was pinned to the console of the car. And so eventually what they do is cut the roof off the top of the car, put a board underneath me, and start to lift me out through the top of the car. So it was at that point that I came back into my physical body. It was in complete shock that I was back. I thought, how in the world did I get back here? But I was back in my physical body. And they're taking me to University Hospital. I sang hymns all the way to the hospital. I remember being in the hospital and people would say, I'm praying for you, and I would say, I know. I could feel the prayers. It really shifted every single thing I believed. And so what I know for sure is we are not our bodies. We are infinite spirit. We are contained in these costumes for a little while. So as divine order plays out, the second time I come back to Unity Church, which is still in 91, I was 27 years old. Richard and I have been married 1 month, and now I'm in a wheelchair. I've got a broken arm and a broken left femur and some other injuries, but I know I'm going to be all right. But the sermon was on these principles of the Fillmores and how Myrtle and Charles healed themselves with their mind, using their mind and their thoughts. So I thought, well, how perfect is this? I need this, and here it is. So I don't think it's an accident. Well, it was an accident, but it definitely was an accident. But what it taught me was the divine order that was at play, and how perfect. And I really believe I just chose to have a very quick way to get my lessons at 27 years old. It's like, okay, well, we'll just go ahead and get this out of the way and learn that, that we can heal ourselves with our minds and that we are infinite spirit. So the scripture today is, do not conform, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may discern what is the good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. Romans 12:2. So I mentioned the founders of Unity, Myrtle and Charles Fillmore. So Myrtle, as a lot of you know who are truth students here, that she had tuberculosis as a child. She was a sick child and sick as an adult. And she was not given much time to live. And so she turned to practical Christianity. She said, well, what can we do? What can I do to heal my mind and my body? So she realized and she studied and she saw that as divine children of God, we inherit perfect health. So she started honing in on that. And each day she would sit in the quiet and she would focus love and light on different parts of her body and affirm that, say if it was her eyes, that they were bright and clear, that her heartbeat was in perfect rhythm. So she would spend hours each day sending love and light to her body, and she was able to, within 2 years, to heal herself. Her husband, Charles Fillmore, had a leg injury from a ice skating accident, and so he saw her healing, and he thought, well, what the heck, I'll practice this as well. So he did the same and was able to heal his body. And one of the affirmations that Charles used, and I've used it all week, is that I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm, that I may leap forward in faith to do what I'm called to do. So I was reading that to Richard one night, and he said, honey, it's time to settle down. Because I was just sizzling and zizzling with the zeal all week, you know. But Charles, he was in his mid-90s, and he's still running around with this zeal and enthusiasm, you know. So I want you to know that these affirmations and these practices really can work. And so we're going to talk some more about that, but also I just want you to know that I used those practices that I was learning at Unity, and I was able to heal my body. So they told me, you know, my orthopedic doctor said, well, you probably won't get full mobility back because you've broken your arm in so many places. And so you just need to get, you know, comfortable with it's going to kind of be like this. And I remember thinking, no, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm going to practice these principles. And I went back and they did some x-rays, and he said, I don't know what you're doing, but you're healing very quickly. And so I started telling him. I told him I had met healers at Unity who practiced Reiki, and I didn't know what Reiki was, but someone offered to come over to the house, and they said, if you don't like it, then you don't have to pay me. And I remember telling Richard, this guy's going to come over and Reiki me today. And he was like, well, honey, what is that? And I said, I really don't know. It's supposed to heal the body. And he was like, okay, all right. You know, he's kind of goes along with all my stuff, you know. And all I remember is like the pain went away and I was doing better. And so I thought, well, there's something to this. I'm going to keep going back to Unity. I'm going to practice these principles. So let's look at an area for you that you might want to go to work on today. So is there an area that you would like to have healing in? Maybe it's around grief or loss. Maybe it's a physical or emotional healing, a relationship healing. Maybe it's a worldly issue, anything that you can think of. So maybe bring that to your mind. Maybe even if you want to close your eyes and just think about it for a second, if you're comfortable with that. Just think of an area that you would like to let go of, something that maybe holds you back, an area you'd like to heal in your life. And just imagine that you can, for now, have a breakthrough with this area. And just say to yourself, I release whatever it is as the source of my issue. I see the higher lesson in it. I accept my role in this experience. I can now choose peace and and healing for myself. Just taking a few breaths, centering yourself. And start at the top of your head. And just visualize and imagine healing energy touching every cell in your mind and your body. You may even see it as a color, an energy, but see that it can permeate every cell in the body, telling yourself that you are being healed now. Giving thanks in advance. Affirming, I am grateful that I'm whole and complete right now. And trusting that divine order is unfolding in your life. Seeing that whatever that block was or that issue is teaching you something, asking it, what is it here to teach me? What is it showing me? Maybe even thanking it for the lesson that it's bringing to you. Just thanking yourself for being willing. A little willingness can go a long way. Being willing to let go. To forgive yourself and whatever in this situation that had you feel less than the divine being that you are. Just letting it go for now. Trusting the divine order. Just imagine that you're coming back now refreshed and renewed. Whole and complete. You are perfect, whole and complete. You came in that way, and that is who you are. Right, so coming back to now, to this moment. Okay. Let's see where we are on the next slide. All right, so we did that, so we're doing well. We'll check the next one, see where we're at. All right, so before we start this little song, it's every cell in my body is happy, every cell in my body is well. We'll just be thinking of practices maybe that you have that help you to generate greater joy and health in your life, and this could be one. So if all goes well, we'll play the video and we'll practice this little song that will help us. If it has volume. Yeah. If not, I'll just sing it.
The word, save it in your highlights. And so I thought you guys might be interested as well. This is a really, really great song to sing around your children. You don't have to talk about what it means. You don't have to explain it to them. It's a beautiful affirmation or melodic mantra for ourselves. It's beautiful for our children. I'm just going to sing it. Ready? Join in with me if you like. It's catchy. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. I'm so glad every cell in my body is happy and well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. You just sing this over and over and over and over. It's very catchy, so it sticks in your head, it sticks in your kids' heads. They start singing it themselves. You might start hear them singing it in the shower. We don't need to explain what it's all about. The benefit of having an affirmation or a mantra that is sung or that you hear with a melody attached is that when we experience melody, when our brain experiences melody, more of the brain becomes active than when we experience any other thing. So while a spoken affirmation or mantra is a powerful thing, a sung or a melodic mantra is like a mantra on steroids. Your whole brain becomes active, which allows us to regulate. It allows us to, it helps our respiratory rate come down, because singing also is a form of controlled breathing. Watch this for a second. I take a breath in, and then I go, every little cell in my body is happy, every little cell in my body is well. That was one entire out breath. And then I breathe in again, and I sing it out. So the very act of singing.
This is actually a great video, if you all want to look her up on YouTube. So just that little song can get, what they call it, an earworm, can get in your head, but what a great song to get stuck in your head. Better than a lot of other ones that you hear on the radio, right? And can be a little practice. So what Myrtle was doing every day was sending love and light and affirming that she was a divine child of God and she inherited perfect health. When you're sending love and light to every cell in your body, that's doing that. So if you can just if you don't remember anything else I say today, if you can remember the song and do every little cell in my body is happy, every little cell in my body as well. And trusting divine order, like I can look back and see in my life where divine order was playing out to teach me healing techniques so that I could do the work that I've done in integrative health for the last 30 years. Barbara and I work together at Fox Hollow Integrative Clinic and Spa, so it's no coincidence that she's here today to do the music. We didn't plan that, but look at that. Yeah. So divine order is always playing out. It doesn't always look like it, and the car accident thing, people say, okay, well you went to that church and then you almost died, so wait a minute. Okay, but I didn't, and it taught me a lot, and I am grateful for the experience. And I see the divine order and the lesson in all of it. So I want to go back to practices we have in place, like the song, prayer or meditation, affirmations. So there's an old Chinese saying that is to know but not do is to not yet know. So we can gather up a lot of stuff like John Boy did with the books and the theology, and we can read all the stuff. But what are we doing on a daily basis to affirm our divinity, to affirm our health, to affirm our happiness and our joy? We're here to celebrate life, which reminds me, I have a joke. And if you know me, I have a tendency to tell great jokes. So this monk he's a new monk and he's at the monastery, and they give him the job of going through all the old scrolls in the basement. So he goes down there and he's looking and he's reading them, and he's reading and he says, wait a minute. So he comes running up and he goes, guys, we got it all wrong. It's not to be celibate, it's to celebrate. So look in your life, maybe, hey, I got it right, I did it. And where are you you being celibate? Where are you holding yourself from joy? A lot of times we're in separation of ourselves from others in our community and of the things that bring us joy. We're here to celebrate. We're here to co-create with the Creator, to create music, art, poetry, to dance, to tell jokes, to live life. And we are all one. We are all connected. I love this image. My sister Suzanne sent it to me. We say we're all connected, but it's kind of like, well, how are we connected? Well, we're connected through love. And energetically, we are all one. And I always say we're just souls in costumes. And this is my costume. I could have got a different one, but this is the one I got and that I came back into. And I'm grateful for that. So let's see, how are we doing? I want to remind you that practice makes permanent. So put a practice in place that helps you to remember your divinity, whether it's just singing that little song. And I'm going to close with this reading about reclaiming your light. So, dear Creator of all that is, today I close my eyes and I invite into my consciousness, my conscious awareness, all the holy parts of myself that have been hidden from my sight. I affirm that it is safe to open up to my deeply spiritual essence, to discover the divine thread that connects me to everyone else, seen and unseen on this planet. I proclaim that it is safe to come face to face with my greatness, my gifts, my spiritual vastness, my holiness. Today, Creator, grant me the courage to stand without apology in the presence of my greatness. Give me the insight to reclaim the light I have attributed or projected onto others. Allow me to open up and see what's possible for mankind when I stand fully in the presence of a holiness. Support me, please, in being present to the importance of my own holy self. Wash away anything that's between me and that divine thread, my divine essence. Allow me to be humble enough to know that I have nothing to do with how divine I am. Today, dear Creator, allow the light that I have transferred out into the world to the people I know and to the people I don't know, to the people who are alive and to the people who have passed, to return to me. Bring all that light right now back to me. Let me open my arms and my heart to the uniqueness of my humanity, of the magnificence of my divinity, and let me know the divine as myself. Thank you.
Technical issues. This is another Carsey Blanton song that in this world today where there are those that are trying to normalize division and hate, this calls it out, and it also brings a call to action. So this is another one that if you feel you want to sing along, there is a little, you'll know the part when we get there. He'll sing the repeat to what I'm saying. So if you want to help us out and sing along, feel free.
This reminded me, the song that she shared with us is, I used to teach first and second graders, and I was teaching them their primary colors. And the one they seemed like they always remembered was yellow. And because we would go, we would sing it. And it would say Y-E-L-L-O-W, 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 yellow, 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 yellow. And they loved that. They loved that, just the inflection of it, I guess. But that was on there. So we know our primary colors, Mr. Calloway.
Don't forget the capo.
Capo.
I hope you got it too. Keep your fingers crossed.
Makes a difference.
Sorry about that.
This is called Be Good.
To the people. Jesus Christ was a handsome man. He had nothing to hide. He said, give bread to the hungry and bring the homeless inside. Jesus Christ was a dangerous man. That's the way that he died. He said, be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. Be good.
Be good.
To the people, be good. To the people, be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. Dr. King was a preacher. He had God on his side. He said, all God's children are brothers. Don't cast your brother aside. Dr. King was a dangerous man. That's the way that he died. He said, be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. Be good.
Be good.
To the people. Be good.
Be good.
To the people. Be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. There ain't nothing more criminal than kindness. There ain't nothing more valuable than blindness. We'll make anyone a martyr who'll remind us everybody's got a right to be free. So be good to the people. Be good to the people. Be good to the people you love and love everybody inside. Be good to the people. Be good to the people. Be good to the people you love and love everybody alive. And love everybody alive.
Well, we love you. So thank you for being here. And Kimberly too, awesome. I'm gonna go home with that song in my mind. I love that song. Thank you so much. Now it's time to take your love offering in your hand, and we're gonna say the blessing together. It's over here. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God. And after the bags come forward, then we'll walk up and put our donations in the Hope and Compassion basket. Thank you.
we accept these offerings from the source that we all have, we say thank you. And we know that in giving, we receive. And as we've learned today, positivity can only be blocked if we allow it to be blocked. And with this, we are grateful and we say thank you. Amen.
Now it's time for a couple of announcements. We don't have a ton today, so you'll be able to get out the door really quickly. Don't worry. I won't keep you too long. The grounds cleanup was going to be this afternoon, but it has been changed to May 31st in case you didn't get that message. So please plan on May 31st, bringing your work clothes and your diggers, and we'll see if we can clean up the grounds some more. But along those same lines, I have to say a big, huge thank you to the men's group. They came out and did a lot of work on our front grounds. Yeah, thank you guys. I don't know everything they did, but I know they must have pulled out a ton of irises, and so if you want any of the irises that they pulled out, or somebody pulled out, they're right here by the back door. Feel free to take them and plant them in your own garden. They put down a lot of new sod in the front, so fantastic. Thank you, men's group. We really appreciate you.
That's why it smelled like Ben Gay last week.
That's why you did? Thank you, Fran, wherever you are. Now I may not get this correct, so maybe Pat can help me, but there was some confusion with the ballots. When we are deciding who our three chosen charities will be for our Hope and Compassion collection, and they put out some ballots that you should put, what you need to do is put your top 3 or 4 choices. Is it top 3 choices?
Now, right now, we're just accepting nominations.
Accepting nominations, right, for your top 3 choices for charities to choose, right?
Right, and there's up to 3 spots you can put in.
Okay.
And then in 3 weeks, or 2 or 3 weeks here, then the ballots will be collected from what everybody has suggested.
Okay.
And we'll vote.
Okay,
Right
could
now, it's just
everybody hear it?
nominations.
So right now we're nominating who we want to choose as our 3 charities. So you put that in the nomination basket wherever that is back there. And then they're going to count up all the winners, and whichever charities are chosen the most, we're going to choose those as, or we're going to vote on those to be our chosen 3. Okay, so thank you. Got a little confusing there. I think some people just put, like me, put my chosen 3 in the basket thinking that was it, but that's not it. We have to vote on them. Today, Jan Dahmer was going to do another Writing the Natural Way, but that's been canceled. If you are interested, I don't see Jan. Is she still here? Is she gone? She left. Okay, so she's not able to do that today. And the Edgar Casey group that meets on Wednesdays is now the 4th Wednesday of the month on Zoom. So if you're interested in that, I believe there might be a sign up at the back. Suzanne, is there a sign up for that?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I know that on the graphic, Rebecca's email.
Rebecca's email's on the graphic.
Email her each month if you're coming.
Okay, so that's the Edgar Casey study group, and that's moved to the 4th Monday of the 4th Wednesday of the month. Ugh, tongue twister. Wish I had a good joke for that. Thank you, Don. All right, that's it for my jumbled mix of announcements. Oh, thank you. I make mistakes and everybody claps. Well, thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. Now we're going to join together and say the prayer for protection. I don't know if that's on. Will that be on the screen?
There it is.
Okay, great. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And now we'll sing the peace song.
Now there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, united all are we.
What you got talking out there?